Hey, and I am back again today. And we're gonna talk about this medication wise. Y'all just don't understand how excited I am that they are back. When I tell y'all I love married to medicine, been loving it since the beginning. And I will not come off of my cherry ops and throw tomatoes with you lives a rent free in my head still to this day. And I'm still gonna say it, y'all. I'm still gonna say it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you all for coming in and watch the video. Make sure you hit that thumb. You know what I'm saying? It's free. It's free to do so. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you feel so inclined to do so, baby, go ahead and join the channel. All right. Now, y'all know. I know I'm slow getting it to y'all, but by next week I should be at 100%. I'm not 100% yet. But I'm trying to get there. So y'all excuse my voice when it get a little raspy. And sometimes, I might have to stop to breathe. But I'm trying to go ahead and get it on out to you, baby. All right, because I missed y'all. All right, but that's why we doing these pre-records. Come back tonight. We will be with basketball wives for the Let's Get into the Reeves, okay? So we can get that together. And then after that, I'll probably be dropping the P Valley. So we can kind of be caught up on this weekend. Whatever I missed, I will pick it up next week. But we are going to go back. We are going to pick up from where we at this moment. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into these medication wise. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I am so happy that Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone are back friends because I loved their friendship. I love them being friends, okay? So, baby, I was here for it. I was glad to see them together, baby. And I was here for Cecil. When Cecil was like, while y'all was on y'all break, you know what I'm saying? Me, what's Dr. Jackie husband? Y'all, I never commit that man name to memory. I always gotta think about it. Curtis, the mole. Him and Curtis was missing out on the Magic City wings in their friendship because they ain't want had no problems with their wives. So they had to, kind of stay away from each other, y'all. And it was so sad that they had to do that. But I am glad that they are back together and being friends, baby. So we see Dr. Jackie, baby. She is booked and busy. She can't do a pap smear, a mammogram, or nothing else. She can't fit nothing else in unless she wants to be coming to work at 6:30 in the morning, which I'm Central Time, so that's 5:30 in the morning. No God, honey, but I'm glad she is booked and busy. And they talking about how everybody want the black OBGYNs, baby, and I'm here for it. When I tell you I'm here for it, I'm here for it, baby. So we see them pull up at the house, baby, and Dr. Jenkins tell Curtis, baby, I thought you sold that car. Why that car still here? Why it's still here, Curtis? Curtis was like, oh, I'm trying to sell it to Cecil. I said, nah, he trying to sell it to Cecil. That's some bull. But okay, Curtis, just say you won't keep your car. Excuse me, y'all, 1 second. Sorry about that. I didn't want to be coughing all in y'all ear and y'all face and stuff. Or whatever. So she tell Dr. Jackie, go ahead and sell a car. Not Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone. Go ahead and sell a car. So baby, Dr. Simone stands in front of the car and she talking about the car, baby. And then she said the men can go, they gonna chauffeur you around and don't bring them back, okay? All sales are final, no refunds or exchanges. And I say, ah. Then Cecil said, come on, let's go get some wings. Jackie said, I mean not Jackie. Simone said wings is closed for the strip club. And her and Dr. Jackie proceeds to go inside, okay? And eating Dr. Jackie telling her about the little class she had went to down in Alabama, baby. And how they, spending. You can get the shot, girl, the old shot where they shoot you in your cuticle, baby, and it brings some rejuvenation in life in Porter Town, which allows you to have more orgasms during your sexual experience. And I'm like, girl, Dr. Jackie, why is you booked and busy, girl? Because I need you to give me the shot. Okay, I want to try it. I want to see how I feel. I mean, I ain't having no problems, girl, but I want to know, like, what it feel like, what it do, if it make it better, anything for a hiding, well, not anything for a hiding experience, but if it's healthy for you, go ahead and give it to me, baby, if it's going, So then she also lets Dr. Simone know that there's a pee shot, okay? And a pee shot is to lengthen, the pee, the peen, and give it a little more girth and stuff like that. And Dr. Simone like, no baby, I don't need it because then he's gonna be working on my nerves, meaning Cecil gonna wanna stay, rap tap tapping on her shoulder, and she ain't here for the rap tap tap on her shoulder because she delivering babies and she booked and busy and she gonna be tired and she ain't got time to play with Cecil. So don't bring that around her way. Don't tell Cecil about it. But I was glad to see them getting along, talking, and going about their day like they normally do, like we used to do. And we used to see them sitting at the lunches and stuff together while they was working. I was there for it. Then next we see Heavenly, and Heavenly's at her house, baby. She's, her daughter have her beauty store. She said, "Nah, I done call your daddy so he can come take you on your driver's lessons. He running late. I don't know where he at." And then we see Miss Quad walk in looking good like she always do, baby. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on up in here? She's telling her Laura, like, oh, yeah, you about to go on your driver's lessons? And she was like, yeah. She said, nah, I was your age, but the only difference is I had a camera and you got a Range Rover, baby. I was at your party. And Laura like, well, I deserve it because I make good grades. And I'm like, come through, Laura. You all good child, baby. Come on through. Then Dr. Daddy comes home, baby, and he ready to go. And Heavenly like, why you want your daddy to take you and not me? And Quad took the words out of all of America's mouth. He got more patience than you. He seemed like he'll be a better teacher than Dr. Heavenly, because the baby Heavenly seemed like she'd be screaming at her, no, Laura, get in your left lane, get your right lane, turn right here. And Atlanta traffic is too bad to be having Heavenly in your ear screaming from the passenger side. No God. Dr. Damon was the best choice for the driver's lesson. So then Quiet and Heavenly started talking and she talking about, how are things with you and Contessa. Baby and Dr. Heavenly said Contessa ghosted her after New York, meaning after the reunion. They were showing how they was talking to her after the reunion, at the reunion or whatever. She said she ain't heard from her since. And she was like, she hurt, because she missed her. And they was talking every day. And so she don't know, why she ghosted her or whatever, or why she have a problem with her. So I'm like, girl, well, y'all need to figure it out, you and Contessa, all right? And figure it out and then have Quad let us know, that she had to get a new place, things has changed or whatever, and things like that. So not nothing too much. So then we see Toya at her house, baby. And Toya's at her house letting us know that she done sold her dream home because it was not big enough. Um, it was not big enough for both adults and children, and she couldn't have tennis courts and this, then the third. But Toya, wasn't you a tennis wife on the last season, gone down to the tennis court? So why you needed a tennis court if you had one in your community? Like, girl, it's giving you like living the nomadic lifestyle. It's giving you bought off more than you can chew, but now they have bought more land for their new forever dream home, child. And I am just outdone and flabbergasted. Like, Eugene, stop letting this leader take you into all of these houses that either y'all can't afford or she wants to outdo the other wives, whichever one it may be. Stop doing that. Because I know y'all living out of boxes. Like, if I was married to Toya, if I was them kids and she was fussing at me about pack them boxes, I'd be looked at her and said, for what, we going to be moving again in the next 6, 7 months. But I digress. She fussing at the children because they on the elevator. She want them to take the steps. And I'm like, girl, you done moved them to a house with an elevator and expect them not to want to take the elevator. Girl, you put me, they children. Like, they gonna want to do that. But I get it, don't become lazy, use the elevator. What I don't get is selling a home in the same neighborhood to rent that you renting a home in. I just make it make sense, Jesus. Make it make sense, Lord. I don't know. I don't get it. But baby, Dr. Eugene comes home and they talking and he was like, he just wanna have a relaxed moment when he get off or whatever. And so he was like, you want a white woman? He was like, oh, they quieter. I'm like, oh, okay, Dr. Eugene, is this gonna be the season? Is this gonna be the season where we see you have some snap back and come back for Toya? This the season you gonna not let her walk over you? I hope so. And not saying that he needs to be going off on his wife, but Toya can be a bit much for me at times. And she can disregard her husband's feelings to me at times. Just my point of view. If y'all see it another way, drop down in the comments and let me know. Also, don't forget to like and comment on the video as well. The likes is $3.99 for free 99, not $3.99. Sorry about that. The likes is free 99. I say $3.99 because my son was just asking me for $3. But you gotta pay the tax, girl, because he won't buy them doggone Robux, V-Bucks, one of them bucks for one of them games. But anyway, child. I digress. So, we see them talking, and the next thing you know, we move on to Anila. We see Anila's house, and baby girl house is beautiful. Okay, she went $2 million over budget. But it is definitely beautiful. Um, and her husband lets us know he is happy that she was able to furnish it through her blogs. And she was like, the people gave it to me for free. The other wives was like, shit, we need to start blogging too. If that's the case, we can get furniture for free. But of course, y'all know that was later on in the episode. So we see them getting ready for the blessing of their home. Her parents are there, the children are there. They're doing the ceremony, baby. The man saying the prayers, and the production asks her, well, what's the prayer? She said, I don't know. I was born in America. And I'm like, Anila, I love that you're exposing us to your culture, but I want you to know what's being prayed over in your home. Like, I want you to know what's being said. That's just me. I don't care what it is. Ain't nobody about to come up in my house praying no prayers, no affirmations, doing no earl, no none of that. And I don't know what you talking about and what you blessing or saying over my home. I'ma need you to know, ma'am. And then you're sharing your culture with us. And some of us would actually like to know what it is. Like me, I like learning about different cultures. So I would have loved for you to be able to explain to me what the man was saying and praying over your house. Okay. And then the cow comes, baby, and the cow come walking through their house and take a dump. Listen, that would have been one tradition that I wouldn't have been able to do. I mean, I respect it. But ooh, child, not the cow shitting in my brand new house on my brand new floors. And then it was like, who gonna pick it up? Because I ain't gonna pick it up. I hope the cow handler lady picked it up. Cause that's ridiculous. And I imagine cow poop don't smell too good. Girl, the ceremony would have been over. As soon as the cow pooed in my house, I swear, we would have been done. We would have been done because I wouldn't have been able to take it. I wouldn't have been able to take it, not even a little bit. Right, but we see that. Then we move on to, because we have to see all the wives. I can't remember who came first, Quad or Contessa, but I'm gonna talk about Contessa and Dr. Scott getting up here planning our faces because I don't believe for one bit that they happy. I don't believe for one bit that their marriage is in a better place. And no God. No God. I don't believe it. I believe Dr. Scott felt like he was gonna lose some things if he would have divorced her. He might have would have came out on the losing end. I think he went by the it's cheaper to keep her method and convinced her to try to stay. Because they do not give off we happy in our marriage is in a better place. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I was just completely aggravated with them because I'm like, okay, y'all about to play in my face, and that's about to work on my goddamn nerves. Okay, but we see her, baby. She is in the driveway with the man with her heels in the bathing suit, baby, practicing because she's going to do a health fitness competition because she used to be some Miss Somebody. I don't remember what it was, but she used to be one of them people. She won a pageant back in the day. It was the runner up or something like that, baby. She was following in the footsteps of Miss Kenya Moore. Okay, when Scott and the children pull up, and the kids was like, "Who is that man?" With my mama, and I mean, that's a. I guess that would be a normal thing. Like, who is that talking to my mama? Who is that at our house? But baby, Scott do too much with them kids for me in the comments and the facial. He definitely don't do it. Let me protect my wife. Or, even if he's feeling some type of way, he doesn't give me, I'm going to keep the children out of what the adults have going on. And I'm more than sure Contessa probably done told him, before he came, or I have my training session today or whatever, just in natural conversation, or just in the fact that you married and your husband pulls up and see some strange ass man outside y'all house and you in a bathing suit and some high heels looking like you ready to be in a tip drill video. I'm pretty sure she told him. So for him to pull up and have that reaction like that, get out my face. That's why I say they no God, honey. And then, he was like, if it wouldn't have happened, she would have been sitting up here by herself. And she was like, yeah, she talking about, it's in things in a better place, but I'm getting my body right and myself together for if I have to move on. Baby, if you was in a better place and y'all relationship was better, and this is just my opinion. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. You wouldn't be talking about having to have a backup plan if you leave, and you wouldn't be thinking about leaving. But that you and Scott is playing in our faces from episode 1 this season. Then you want us to be mad with Heavenly about what Heavenly said, that you are in an emotional and mentally abusive relationship. Girl, we saw how Scott did you. We saw how Scott told his children that he had a girlfriend, and then they came back and run to tell you. That's emotional abuse. The way Scott did you, handled you, and treated you, lying to you about the counselor or the whatever it was, better life coach or whatever. We saw that. You yourself set up and said you lived in a volatile household. But instead of really truly confronting the issues with your husband, you're going to take this season to take it out on Heavenly. No, take your issues out with your husband on your husband. See, you wanted these ladies in your business because it was Quad who announced for you that you had filed for divorce. All them ladies was sitting up in there defending you, having your side, having your back, saying your point while you set your ass there on mute when you should have been the one saying it. Now you want to turn around and be mad at Heavenly because of what she said on her YouTube, which I get it to a certain extent. And if you my friend and I come to you in confidence, don't bring what I come to you in confidence about your YouTube channel. But I really don't feel like Heavenly gave as much as like she gave Toya the business. She definitely gave Toya the business. I don't feel like Heavenly went in unless it's some episodes that I missed. I gotta admit, I have not seen all of Heavenly's YouTube. I have not seen it, like the one with her and Anila. I kind of started watching it and I fell asleep on it. I've seen a few with her and Funky Dineva. I haven't seen all of them. But I don't think she said, at least from what I saw, she didn't go in on Contessa like she went in on the other ladies. Like some of the other ladies, mm, I can kind of understand them feeling a certain way. I feel like Heavenly, maybe not review the show that you own because it's gonna make the girls feel some type of way, and it's gonna, it gives them something to talk about and you something to talk about for the season. A reason for them to be mad at you in the storyline. If that's what you was going for and doing it, then hey, keep on doing it. But if you value your friendship with these ladies and they feel some type of way, maybe just not review the show, because there's no way if she's going to do an open review of the show that she cannot respond to certain questions that people are asking. Heavenly reviewing the show is completely different from someone like me doing the show, because I'm not in them ladies' vicinity. I'm giving my opinion based on what we all see on TV. Versus she there, she has first-hand knowledge, first-hand information, and she gets to see what is edited and cut out. So people gonna be asking questions. She gets to, she know what goes on between them people when they're around each other and they having a girlfriend talk that we don't know. So of course the people gonna ask and they wanna know. And if she's gonna do this, she's gonna have to answer or maybe put out a statement like, I'm not gonna answer any personal questions. If you wanna ask me about something that happened during the episode, then ask me about something that happened during the episode. Um, you know, and that child, that's a slippery slope that she on. You know what I'm saying? But everybody gonna use it. This is gonna be the gang up on Heavenly season. Every season is one person, sometime two, that is gonna be the gang up on. So this is Heavenly season to get that work for her mouth. which we all know at times Heavenly mouth can be vicious, but Heavenly just call a spade to me. But sometimes, girl, just don't call it nothing. Pay them dust and leave it alone. Um, and that's just my opinion. So we see them, that's what Contessa talking about. She bring out her ticket and show her kids, hey, this is when I was in the pageant and da 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 da. And they talk about that because the little girl was like, because I wanted to know who was that man. That ain't my daddy. And I'm like, oh, little girl, but you wasn't acting like that when your daddy said that he had a girlfriend. Girl, see, that's why you keep children out of adult business and let a child be a child and stay in a child's place. Just my opinion. Stay in the child's place. Um, and that's it. That's all with them. Then we go over to Quiet's house. Quiet say yes, because she had to get rid of the BS apartment because the Mason, her nephew Mason, the man, has done moved in along with her mama. And we see Quiet's house and it's beautiful. And she letting us know, that her brother passed. And I felt sad. I felt sorry, especially when they showed the clip back when her brother was on there, and we all know Quad been loving her nephew, and she was telling him about what's going on in school and what the teacher said. And he was like, he get distracted sometimes. He misses daddy. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, is it just that he misses dad? What's going on with his mom? That he is living with Quad and her mom after his father's passing and not his mama. And I know that's probably none of our business, and we may get into it later on in the season. Um, but it makes me feel like, maybe we should give Mason a little counseling, a child counseling to talk to him because that's a lot to lose your dad. And then if, like we say, we don't know where his mom is, and it could cause him to act out. And I like that Quad told him it is okay. It is okay to miss your dad, but we are all going to be here to be strong for each other. But when it comes down to the business, we have to handle the business. And basically, his business is going to school. But she let him know that it was okay instead of just fussing at him. I like the way she did it. And her mom got sad, and I can't even imagine how that lady feel. I would not want to. I couldn't. Y'all probably never hear from me again if I had to bury one of my children. I don't know how you come back, how you survive, how you keep moving, how you keep going, but in Quad's mom case, she has, Mason and Quad, to be there for her and carry her and and move on. It's just I can't even imagine the pain that will bring to a parent, and her nephew was like, she's missing my dad, and y'all, I was in here in tears, like that was sad. That was sad. That hurt my heart that baby is, um, that baby is going through that, you know. That was sad. That y'all, I'm sorry. I had to take me a breath because that was heavy for me. Um, but I'm glad that Quad have him and her mom there for them, to get through it. And the next thing we see was Anila's Dwale party. All the ladies came in the right attire except for Contessa came in the Amazon Egyptian costume. Contessa, if you wasn't gonna wear the theme, that's fine, but don't come wearing another culture to their culturally themed party. I think it's very disrespectful in my opinion. But I like your hair that you had in this better than I like what you had on your confessional look with that bang. I want Contessa to get a stylist so bad. She's so pretty. She's so beautiful. But the hair don't be hitting, good God. It does not. But they at the party, everybody's having fun. We get to see Anila dancing. Her mom's there, the family's there. Everybody's talking. Toya comes late on a golf cart. We see them pass their old house on the way to her house. I'm sorry, Contessa's late as well. Heavenly and them are there. Heavenly mad because she like, why they all in my husband's face? I ain't insecure, but they all in my husband's face. And I'm like, girl, Heavenly, stop, girl. Heavenly, stop. People is at a party mingling, they talk. It don't be that serious. Heavenly be doing too much to me. I don't think Dr. Damon gonna play with you like that because he know you ignorant. And he know you beat and embarrass him and don't care. Down to the job, the party, or wherever y'all at. Okay, so I don't think he would have done that. I think Dr. Damon is one of those men. If he were to cheat, I think he have enough respect not to flirt in front of your face. I don't. I don't think he would do that. I think if Dr. Damon was a cheat, he like the old school cheats, like your grandpas and your great grandpas and them that you don't find out they cheated and had a whole nother family tell y'all at the funeral type cheater. But I don't think he's a cheater. Okay. And so the little lady Carrie, I think that's her name. I don't know why she begged. I don't like her, didn't like her on the previous season. She can go for me. But she started talking about in Heavenly said she need to worry about her husband and not worried about Heavenly. And I agree. Worry about you and your husband. I just don't like her, y'all. She can go for me. And that's it. And then Contessa come and her and Quad talk, and she tells Quad her issue with Heavenly, and Heavenly was dogging her, and my husband's a doctor, and you said he was abusive and this, that, and the third. Yeah, girl. I mean, Heavenly put into words what we saw on TV. We didn't see Scott hit you, and nobody's saying he's physically abusing you, but mentally and emotionally, girl, yes. When y'all agreed about you going to school, and yet he tried to turn your kids against you from going to school and moving up in your career, which would have benefited not only him, but your children, your whole family structure. We saw that. We saw that. She put into words what his actions showed. And you mad at her instead of being mad at your husband. Don't take that out on that lady. Now, as far as the fact of we friends, don't dog me on your podcast, well, hey, I don't know what else Heavenly said. You know what I'm saying? But Quad let her know, um, that look, Heavenly ain't been right since y'all ain't been talking. Now, if Heavenly was the type of person who didn't give a damn, she wouldn't have sat up there and said, you know what I'm saying? She miss you, she miss y'all friendship. In her mind, she don't think she did nothing wrong. She don't think she said nothing wrong. But if you just ghosted her like a child and ain't tell her what the problem was, then how you gonna say you don't want to talk to her because you don't know if she's going to change moving forward? You haven't given her a chance to change. You haven't given her a chance to fix it. You haven't given her a chance to say, you know what, I wasn't thinking at the moment, Contessa, and I really didn't think that I said anything that was giving too much of our personal talks. But since you feel that way, I apologize to you, Contessa. You ain't give her a chance to do it with your bang yang wearing ass. So how you gonna say that she don't want to goddamn change? You have to give a person a chance to, Contessa. But like I said, you need a scapegoat because you around here pretending for everybody that you and your husband in this counseling is working. Contessa, you have now been added to my cast of the Real Housewives of the Now, along with Tisha and the rest of them that I have on the cast. Okay. You've now been added, ma'am. I need you to get upset with your husband the way you upset with Contessa. Because, I mean, with the way you upset with Heavenly. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I do feel like Heavenly should have just took the road of not even reviewing this show at all. Because she on it and you gonna rub somebody the wrong way. Now, I mean, if it's somebody who don't care about rubbing the wrong way, then I mean, do what you do. That's just the road I would have took. Just because when you're doing this, you have to be open and honest to whatever it is. And so you're gonna have to say things that people don't like, people don't feel that you should say. So that's why I'm saying she should have took the road of not reviewing this show at all because it was definitely going to cause some problems or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Contessa, you set up on Heavenly's panel with her and talked about things with her. Dr. Jackie, you was on her channel a couple times. I mean, I know you was talking about your book, The Queen V, and other things like that. But I mean, if y'all had a problem, don't. If you have a problem with the platform, have a problem with the platform. Not just when the platform is talking about you. I'm just saying. All y'all, when Anelia, you too, you was on there with her. That's just my thing. So hopefully we're gonna see them get into it and have some words, but hopefully they get, hopefully they can get it fixed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I would like to see them get it fixed and don't have no issues. But y'all, yes, I will be doing the whole season of Medicine Wise next week. It will not be this late in the week when I get it to you all. Whew. Sorry, my breath. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you feel so inclined to do so, join the channel. See y'all in the next one. Bye bye.